Matthew Bible. Summary to 1 Samuel 13. The Philistines are smitten of Saul and Jonatas. Saul, being disobedient to God's commandment, is showed of Samuel, that he shall not reign. The 13th chapter. Saul was as a child of a year old when he began to reign. And when he had reigned 2 years over Israel, he chose him 3,000 men out of Israel. 2,000 were with Saul in Machmas and Mount Bethel, and 1,000 with Jonatas in Gabaa Benjamin. And the rest of the people he sent, every man to his own house. And Jonatas slew the Philistines in an hold they had in Gabaa, and it came to the Philistines' ears. And Saul caused the trumpet to be blown throughout all the land, saying, Let the Hebrews hear. And all Israel heard say, how that Saul had destroyed an hold of the Philistines, and how that Israel stank unto the Philistines. And all the people cried after Saul to Gilgal. Then the Philistines gathered themselves together to fight with Israel, 30,000 chariots and 6,000 horsemen, with other people like the sand by the seaside in multitude, and came up and pitched in Machmas, eastward from Bethaven. And when the men of Israel saw themselves in a strait, and that the people were encumbered, they hid themselves in caves, in privy holes, in rocks, dens, and pits. And the Hebrews went over Jordan unto the land of Gad and Galaad. But Saul was yet in Gilgal, and all the people that followed him were astonied. And he tarried 7 days, as Samuel had appointed. But Samuel came not to Gilgal, and the people scattered from him. Wherefore Saul said, Bring burnt sacrifice to me, and peace offerings. And he offered burnt sacrifice. And as soon as he had made an end of offering burnt offerings, behold, Samuel came. And Saul went against him to salute him. Then said Samuel to Saul, What hast thou done? And Saul said, Because I saw that the people scattered from me, and that thou camest not within the days appointed, and that the Philistines gathered themselves together to Machmas. Then said I, The Philistines shall come down upon me to Gilgal, ere I have made supplication unto the Lord. And therefore I took a courage with me, and offered burnt offerings. Then said Samuel to Saul, Thou hast done foolishly, and hast not kept the commandment of the Lord thy God, which he commanded thee. For at this time would the Lord have established thy kingdom upon Israel forever. But now thy kingdom shall not continue. The Lord hath sought him a man after his own heart, and hath commanded him to be a captain over his people, because thou hast not kept that which the Lord commanded thee. And Samuel arose, and gat him from Gilgal to Gabaa Benjamin. And Saul numbered the people that were found with him, about 600 men. And Saul and Jonatas his son, and the people that were found with them, had their abiding in Gabaa Benjamin. But the Philistines had pitched in Machmas. And there came out of the host of the Philistines 3 companies to destroy. One company turned unto the way that leadeth to Ephraim, unto the land of Sual. And another company turned the way to Bethoron. And the third company turned to the way of the coast that turneth to the valley of Zeboim, toward the wilderness. But there was no smith throughout all the land of Israel, for the Philistines thought that then the Hebrews might make them swords or spears. And therefore must all Israel go down to the Philistines, to mend every man his share, his mattock, his axe, or his sickle, as oft as the edges of the sickles, mattocks, dung forks, and axes were blunt, and also to mend their goods. And so in time of battle there was neither sword nor spear found in the hands of any of the people that were with Saul and Jonatas, save for Saul and Jonatas his son was there somewhat found. And the garrison of the Philistines came out, and stood on the other side before Machmas.